Welcome back to the Pythagorean theorem and its converse. I'm going to do these on a separate sheet of paper since I'm getting a little short on space. I'll call this side length A. So I have A squared plus 15 squared is equal to 17 squared. And so A squared plus, plus 225 is equal to, I believe 17 squared is 249, but let me check it. 17 squared is 349. Nope, 289. I was wrong. 289. And then I'll subtract 225, which gives me 64. So I have A squared equals 64. Square root both sides. I would get that A equals 8. And so my shortest leg would be 8. My longer leg would be 15. And my hypotenuse is 17. All right, the next one we're going to try is 40 and 9. So this would be 9 squared plus 40 squared equals c squared. This time it's our hypotenuse that's unknown. That's 81 plus 1600 equals c squared. That's 1681 equals c squared. Square root both sides. C equals, I don't know the square root of 1681, but it looks like it's 41. So C is 41. And so our shorter legs would be 9, our longer would be 40, and then our hypotenuse would be 41. And the last one is A squared plus 60 squared is equal to 61 squared. So A squared plus 60 squared is 3600 is equal to, I don't know 61 squared, so 61 squared is 3721. And then I would subtract 3600 from each side. I get A squared equals 121. Square root both sides. A equals 11. And so my shorter leg is 11, my longer leg is 60, and my hypotenuse was 61. All right, so you need to be able to recognize some of these Pythagorean triples. I've always told my students to try to memorize most of them, particularly these three. You'll see those three often. Oh, actually these four. You'll see these four often. So 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 7, 24, 25, and 8, 15, 17. Those are the ones that are commonly used. And if you can remember them, then you don't have to go through all the work of finding the missing side length. All right, it says each set of numbers below has a common factor. Find that factor and factor it out of the set and determine which triples the set relates to. Use the chart above. All right, so these have a common factor. They have a common factor of 2, but I believe they also have a common factor of 4. So the common factor between these is 4. So I'll divide 20 by 4. That gives me 5. I'll divide 48 by 4. That gives me 12. I'll divide 52 by 4. That gives me 13. This is a 5, 12, 13. So the common factor was 4, and it's related to B, a 5, 12, 13. 5, 12, 13. That is the triple. So what will happen is you'll have a triangle, and they'll put these side lengths on there, 2 of them, and they'll ask you for the missing one. If you can recognize that it's a 5, 12, 13 triangle, you don't have to go through all the work. All right, the next one, the common factor. The common factor here is 2. So I'll factor a 2 out. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Again, I divided each of these by 2. All right, the next one, it looks like they have a common factor of 3. So I'm going to divide each of these by 3. So when I divide 27 by 3, that's 9. 120 divided by 3 is 40. And 123 divided by 3 is 41. So this is a 9. This common factor was 3. This is a 9, 40, 41 triangle. And the next one, this is kind of funky, but they all have a common factor of square root 3. Square root 3. So if I divide 7 by root 3 by root 3, I'd get 7. If I divide 24 root 3 by root 3, I get 24. And if I divide 25 root 3 by root 3, I get 25. And so this would be a 7, 24, 25 triangle, as you see in the chart above. All right, and the last three, without using the Pythagorean theorem, find the missing dimension. Hint, factor out the common factor related to the triple, and then find the missing number. Lastly, multiply the missing number by the common factor. All right, well, these two don't have a common factor. 8 and 17, there's no common factor. And so when I look at above, I'm looking for which triple has 8 and 17 in it. It's a 8, 15, 17. So this must be a 15. And 5 and 13 don't have a common factor. So I look at the table above. It must be a 5, 12, 13 triangle. And finally, these two do have a common factor. The common factor is 2. So 2 times 7 and 2 times, that would be 24. And 2 times what? So now I'm going to look above, 7 and 24. And this is a 7, 24, 25 triangle. So this must be 25. And 2 times 25 is 50. All right, guys, that was the entire notes. Again, like I said, you needed to download these notes before you begin. I'll see you in class on Monday and have a great day.